Over the years, I have been no stranger to experimenting with stings from the world's most painful creatures. But after surviving a horrible stonefish sting in Australia, I thought the worst pain I could experience had been set. That is, until this video. The bark scorpion is the only scorpion in the United States that is known to possess a potentially life-threatening sting. Every year, hundreds of cases are treated in hospitals all throughout the Southwest. So as much as this video will be shocking to some, it's an important lesson on how to identify this dangerous scorpion if you ever find yourself in this terrifying situation. So the sun has completely set, and you can see how much area I can cover with my blacklight. Now, the reason I am using the beast, as we call it, as a tool for tonight's search is because, like almost every scorpion on the planet, the Arizona bark scorpion will glow green underneath the blacklight. Now, this flat area, not a bad place to look for scorpions. You can find them here, but the best place to look, down in the wash, which is just ahead. Let's go this way. Got a scorpion. Oh. Don't spook it, don't spook it, don't spook it. Got it. Oh my goodness. Bark scorpion. Bark scorpion. Look at that. This is the most dangerous scorpion in all of North America, and one that has actually been responsible for human deaths. Okay, get it in jar. Relax. Woo! Okay. I cannot believe we found it. We were about to give up and head home for the night. Sure enough, this is the scorpion that I will now go up against to show you what it's like to get stung by one of the most feared arachnids in the world. The bark scorpion of the United States. Let's go set up the sting table. Here we go. That is the real deal, the bark scorpion. I'm gonna take the scorpion out of the container so I can show you some of the key identifiers to know if you're looking at the Arizona bark scorpion or not. Okay, here we go. There are three main things you want to look for. See how the claws are very elongated. They're not powerful. They do not hurt. They can't really pinch you like a giant desert hairy scorpion could. Yeah. These claws are very delicate, and they just use their claws for eating. They're not using those claws to capture their prey. What they are using, though, is their extraordinarily potent venom. If you look at the tip of the tail, the telson is what it's called. At the base of the stinger, the bark scorpion has a tooth. See that little notch? I can barely see it with my own eyes, but it's there. And that's how I was able to confirm this is a bark scorpion. No tooth, no bark. The third and most practical way to know that you're dealing with the bark scorpion is just by observing how you found it in the first place. Here we go, watch this. See that? Ran right underneath this piece of wood, hanging upside down. And these scorpions like to hide like this, guys, out of sight, inverted, underneath objects. So you can see here easily why people often get stung by bark scorpions. You're doing yard work, you pick up a piece of wood or a rock, you don't see the scorpion, you accidentally grab it, bam, you're stung. And what's worse than that, you often don't even see what stung you, but you sure can feel it. Now, it's time for the moment that I have been dreading for over 15 years, ever since I started coming to the Sonoran Desert. All right, guys, here we go. I hope I'm going to be okay and that this is just very painful in terms of an experience, but there's a chance that this might be the one, this could be the one that sends me to the hospital. Like we always do for the Bite Sting Index, I'm going to rate the sting of this scorpion on 3 different factors: intimidation, pain, and aftermath. My heart is beating out of my chest. I absolutely feel fear right now. This is for real, I'm doing it. I'm Mark Vins, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with the Arizona bark scorpion. I am terrified. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Where'd it go? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Yeah! Oh! Wow! Oh, that's painful. Oh, that's terrible. Oh! Whoa! Holy smokes! Oh! I gotta put it away. I gotta put it back. Oh God, that's so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so bad. It's just my whole hand's numb. My whole hand is numb. Radiating heat. It's like it's so painful. Oh my gosh, I have never felt instant pain like that. I thought it was gonna be bad, but I did not think it was gonna be this bad. Oh my gosh. Oh, more painful than stonefish. It's more painful than bullet ant. It's way more painful than the bullet ant. Oh.
Wow, we have a new king today.
Oh gosh, it really burns. It really burns to touch. It's so tender. Oh, it's getting worse. It feels like my whole hand's just like wanting to like curl up and seize. My whole finger is like almost like going paralyzed. That hurts. Oh, and it's swelling bad. Look at that. Look at my finger swelling up. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Never in my life have I felt a pain so shocking and so jarring. And what's crazier is the build of this sting was the first time I seriously thought about going to the hospital. In over 10 years of making videos on Brave Wilderness, I've never had to go or even thought about going. But this sting gets scary. For intimidation, this scorpion gets a huge score because it is well known for being the worst and most dangerous scorpion in North America. No other scorpion even comes close to being as feared as this one, and for that, it gets a 9.8 out of 10. For pain, I know I've had gnarlier looking stings before, like the bullet ant and the tarantula hawk that made my arm flare up right away, but this one was worse by far. It was like being struck by a lightning bolt of pain that made me jump up in the air and my whole hand shocked into numbness within a matter of seconds, leaving behind a pulsating pins and needles electrical fire in its wake. Simply put, it's a solid 10 of 10. For aftermath, this is where it got bad. The electrical pins and needles in my hand got worse, almost too painful to even touch. And then it started to spread. First up the top of my arm, then my whole arm up to my elbow went numb. And that radiating Charlie horse pain got worse and worse and worse. And as the pain started to creep past my elbow, I thought I was certainly going to need to go to the hospital. And I'll admit to you right now, I was terrified that I had finally pushed it too far. And I told myself, if it gets to my shoulder, we're going. But luckily for me, it stopped just short. And after about 12 hours of numbness, it retreated back to my elbow. And by the next morning, it was only radiating in my hand and wrist. All in all, it took 4 days to regain feeling in most of my hand, but my finger and thumb took a full week to recover. So I'm sure by now you've guessed it, the aftermath was also a 10 out of 10, giving the Arizona bark scorpion a total BSI score of a 9.9, which easily dethrones the bullet ant and making it the brand new king of sting.
I get to travel to some incredible places making videos. I swim with sharks, I explore jungles, and frankly, I get to see places most people never will. But sometimes I look back and realize I was so focused on getting the perfect shot for the video, I wasn't actually living in the moment. and that's something I'd like to improve upon. And therapy can help with that. It can teach you to slow down, breathe, and actually be present in your own life. And that's why this video is sponsored by BetterHelp, which makes starting therapy easier. They'll connect you with a licensed therapist who's trained to listen and help you find balance. You just fill out a quick questionnaire and you get matched in as little as a couple days. And you can switch therapists at any time at no additional cost. BetterHelp accepts both HSA and FSA cards, and in 2024 alone, over 137,000 people use theirs for therapy, so use yours before they expire. So if you're ready to be more present in your own story, click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/BW Top Videos for 10% off your first month. Sometimes the best adventure isn't somewhere new, but it can be learning to be more present right here and right now. All right, now back to our adventure.
And normally I do my best to not get bitten by giant hairy spiders, but today I'm going to intentionally take a bite from the desert blonde tarantula to see just how dangerous it really is. But before I can do that, I've got to catch one. Let's get searching. We're searching the Sonoran Desert of Arizona to find these tarantulas. This desert is teeming with all sorts of venomous creatures, and the best time to find them is after dark. The sun is finally set, headlamp is on. This headlamp is going to be the main tool that I use tonight to find one of these tarantulas. So I'm going to use my headlamp to sweep from side to side. There's not a lot that gives away other than just getting a light right on the tarantula itself. And then comes the tricky part, actually catching one. I also have a snake hook with me tonight, which could come in handy in catching a tarantula. But the main reason I have it is because this is prime rattlesnake territory. There's a lot more things crawling around out here than just big spiders. These spiders are out tonight hunting, but if they're near their hole, they'll quickly tuck back in. If I don't get close enough in time, it's pretty much game over and we'll have to find a new tarantula to catch. Whoa, we got a rattlesnake right there. You see it coiled up? Right there. Back up a little bit, guys. That is a western diamondback rattlesnake. Now, it is not a big one. This is a juvenile, but it is still capable of inflicting a very serious bite. You can use a snake hook to move snakes out of our way, just like this. Let the snake go, and we keep searching for spiders. Yes. It's a great sign that we're seeing all these venomous creatures out on the hunt. This desert is coming alive.
Put a scorpion right at your foot.
Look at this. Desert hairy scorpion right there. Let's see if I can grab it. Best way to do this is just to grab right at the top knuckle so it can't sting me. Let's see if we can get him to calm down. Stay buddy, stay buddy. Come on. There we go, that's good. Oh. Got him. Oh yeah, he's pinching me. All right, here we go. Let's see, show you what we got here. That is a pretty good size giant desert hairy scorpion, the largest species of scorpion in the United States. Luckily, I've got a good grip on its stinger there, but you can see there's even a little bit of venom starting to come out of the tip of it. If you don't grab these guys correctly, they will give you a pretty good pop. You can see why they call them the desert hairy. Look at all the hairs all over its body. It doesn't get much cooler than these large scorpions. All right, let's put them back and keep looking for those tarantulas. Scorpions and tarantulas are out here hunting the same food. I have a feeling we're closing in on our giant spider. Oh, I got a spider right there. Let's go. All right, I got my container. Let's see if we can get a catch. Okay, its hole's right here. I'm going to need to move in carefully. That is a big male. Oh no, I lost it. Hang on. Maybe I can coax it back out. Oh no. Ah, lost it. Wait, hang on. It's still there. I got it back. Snake hook is coming in clutch. Okay, coax it this direction. See it rearing its abdomen up. Okay, oh, just bit the snake hook. Here we go, guys. Got it. Here we go. Woo! Oh, buddy, that is a good one. Big male desert blonde tarantula. After a little bit of searching and a little bit of luck, then we brought the snake hook. We got ourselves our tarantula for the bite test. All right, let's hike it back in. Let's go, guys. Yes! As fate would have it, as we were heading back to start setting up for the bite test, we saw an even bigger spider. Oh, Another tarantula. This one looks bigger. Oh yeah, okay. Let's try to catch this one too. All right, I don't know how close it is to its hole, but I'm gonna be going for the catch. Here we go. Holy cow, that is a huge freaking spider, guys. Wow. Chow, chow, chow. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, that is the specimen we have been after. That is a truly huge tarantula. I did not expect this. Not one, but two huge desert blonde tarantulas. What we have here are a male and a female. And unfortunately for me, I think this video just turned from a tarantula bite test to a tarantula bite comparison. And I'm sure you are as curious as I am which of these two spiders has the more painful bite. It's time to find out. I am definitely nervous. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Two full-grown desert blonde tarantulas. And the table is now set for the ultimate spider bite test here in the Sonora Desert. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. What I'm about to do is a bad idea. Please do not attempt to recreate what you're about to see in this video. We have two tarantulas here in front of us. We have a male and the female, which we found unexpectedly. I think it is worth doing a bite test comparison to see which bite is more ferocious, because these spiders live very different lives from each other. Females actually live for a lot longer. We're talking 25 years for a female tarantula and only 5 to 10 years for a male. Females tend to bunker down. They stay a lot more localized to their nests, where the males are much more nomadic and predatory. I have a suspicion that we have a very different bite profile to these two spiders, and we are going to put that to the ultimate test. Let's take a closer look at Arizona's largest spider. Ladies first. In order to get some really good footage of the spider, I'm going to move it into this glass dome. And of course, we don't want our spider to get away. All right, delicate little procedure here. Wow. There we go, perfect, perfect, perfect transfer. Oh my goodness. The fangs on these spiders are enormous. It's not just going to be the venom that I'm up against today. We're talking actual puncture wounds from fangs that large. In terms of what they're out here hunting and eating, pretty much anything that they can grapple onto. They are very strong spiders, and of course, possessing those large fangs, they could subdue a variety of prey. Even small lizards would be a good meal for a spider this size. The females tend to be a little bit bigger than the males. They are called a desert blonde tarantula, predominantly because you can see those hairs and just how blonde they are in the middle. But that is a full-grown desert blonde tarantula. The best way to probably go about doing this is for me to grab it by its carapace, the top of the head of the spider, and I'm gonna try to pin it, grab it, and then I'll be able to show you the fangs and of course inflict the bite right here on my thumb. All right, brought a couple things with me today. I have a large pair of tweezers. Of course, we always bring first aid kit. The thing I need the most is the EpiPen. The worst outcome that can happen besides the pain that I'm about to experience is an allergic reaction. I think it's time to take the first of 2 bites from a tarantula. Okay, here we go. Now the females are known for being a little more docile than the males. Beyond, oh, easy girl, easy girl. Back, back, back. So you see how it's rearing its abdomen up right there? Beyond their capability to inflict bites, they also possess another defense mechanism, which is to flick the hairs off their abdomen. Females are rumored to be less aggressive, but this one looks ready to bite. And what I'm trying to do right now is to get a good hold on the carapace. This is the safest way for me to hold it for both me and the tarantula. There we go. Oh, geez. Okay, that made my heart jump. Okay. The spider just wants to come right at me. Oh my gosh. Did you hear that?
That is the sound of spider fangs scraping the table. Okay. Look at the size of those fangs. And their fangs are retractable, just like a snake. And they are thick. We're talking some very large fangs. Those are going to pop holes in my skin for sure. Gotta get up a lot of nerve to do this. Okay, I've got a good grip on the spider. I'm gonna go for it. On 3. I'm Mark Vins, and I'm about to take a bite from Arizona's largest spider, the desert blonde tarantula. On 3. 1. I'm so nervous. 2. 3. Spider's fangs are on my skin. Ah! Yep, got me. You can see there's a little blood right there. Only popped one fang through. I think I gotta take a better bite, guys. It wasn't a good enough bite. All right, I'm gonna do one more. Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that time it got me. That time it got me good. Oh my God. That freaked me out. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hang on, let me get the spider back. Get back in there, girl. Get back in there. Yeah, see right there. See that? Definitely burns. Oh my gosh, my adrenaline is like firing right now, guys. I feel like my soul just jumped out of my body. That is the most freaked out I've been around an animal. And it definitely burns. Oh man. My neck, okay? Yeah. My neck is like seized up. It's like I've got a cramp right here. I don't know if it's from the bite or if it's from just the nerves and the tension. Oh my gosh. I think it's nerves. I don't think it's from the venom. Definitely burns. It's definitely a burning sensation. I had to really try hard to get that spider to bite me. I want to point that out, that this spider did not want to bite, but that was not an aggression bite, for sure. Okay, I think I'm good enough to do another bite. I think it's time to bring in the second tarantula and see if the male can inflict a more aggressive bite wound, which I have a feeling that's gonna happen. Males are known to be more aggressive, and that's why I wanted to do a bite test here. Much darker in coloration than the female too. Not looking forward to this. And my hand still burns from that first bite. Okay, come here. Come here, you. Come here, you. Okay. Got a pin. Oh my gosh. Way stronger. Way stronger. Way more aggressive. Look at it attacking. Got it. Oh boy, that was tough. Okay, there you have it. The male desert blonde tarantula. Here are the fangs. You can see just as terrifying as the female spider. You can see there's even venom on these. Okay, on 3. I'm about to take my second bite, this time from a male and much more aggressive desert blonde tarantula. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Just waiting for the bite to come. You see, he does not want to bite me.
It's not as angry as the female.
No. Big reaction is that these animals do not want to bite me. So while we've given this spider plenty of opportunity to inflict a bite, you can see it really has no intent to do me any harm. And frankly, it should be a lot more afraid of me than I am of it. So I hope after watching this video, we all have learned some important lessons about Arizona's largest spider. Even though these spiders are large and admittedly pretty creepy, you really have no reason to fear them. And honestly, their venom isn't that strong because spiders this large tend to use their strength to overtake their prey. They don't want to bite you, and even if they do, it's really not that bad. All right, let's let our spiders back off into the desert. I get to travel to some incredible places making videos. I swim with sharks, I explore jungles, and frankly, I get to see places most people never will. But sometimes I look back and realize I was so focused on getting the perfect shot for the video, I wasn't actually living in the moment. And that's something I'd like to improve upon. And therapy can help with that. It can teach you to slow down, breathe, and actually be present in your own life. And that's why this video is sponsored by BetterHelp, which makes starting therapy easier. They'll connect you with a licensed therapist who's trained to listen and help you find balance. You just fill out a quick questionnaire and you get matched in as little as a couple days. And you can switch therapists at any time at no additional cost. BetterHelp accepts both HSA and FSA cards, and in 2024 alone, over 137,000 people use theirs for therapy, so use yours before they expire. So if you're ready to be more present in your own story, click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/BW Top Videos for 10% off your first month. Sometimes the best adventure isn't somewhere new, but it can be learning to be more present right here and right now. All right, now back to our adventure. Guys, we are back in the land of the Japanese giant hornet, whose sting is legendary. But if you ask people from Japan what they're really afraid of, they will often tell you the Japanese wasps are what you have to worry about. They're fast, mean, and sure pack a punch. So let's go catch one and add it to the bite sting index. Here we go. A lot of parks here in Japan have shrines like this behind me. This is not unusual, but the reason we're here at this park is because it has great pathways so we can cover a lot of ground fast, but also they garden these parks, so there's going to be a lot of flowering plants, and that's exactly what we're looking for because that's what the wasps want. What the wasps want, the net likes. Let's get the search going. Wow, look at those steps. Check that out, look at that. Oh, got one. Got one. One was up in these rafters. Got one. Got it. Got it. Nice. We got one, guys. It's not an official catch till we get it in the jar. Let's take a closer look at this thing. There we go. Oh, I missed it. Got it. Yes. All right. This is definitely one of the wasps that I was after, and one of the wasps that the locals are absolutely trying to avoid. The Japanese vespid wasp, the paper wasp, packs a mighty sting. And this one, I have a feeling is going to put me in a world of hurt. All right, well, we got a little bit of daylight left. Let's keep searching. Who knows what else is flying around this forest. Well, this is the perfect time of day to start looking for these wasps, guys. The sun is at an angle and it's a little bit cooler than it was earlier, so we should be seeing some flight taking place. There, you guys see that? Got another. It's a potter wasp. Harry! Oh my gosh. I was hoping we'd find one of these. This is one of the coolest looking wasps in the world. Here we go. All right. Okay, trying to bite through the net right there. Oh man, this thing is so cool. Wasp is in. There we go. All right. Would you look at that? Potter wasp. Called a potter wasp because this wasp is actually a craftsman. It uses mud to build mud pots up in the canopy for nests. And that is why it is called a potter wasp, not because of airy paw. Much like the mud dabbers that we would find in North America, a thin-waisted wasp, however, this one is much more menacing and is rumored to have a much, much more painful sting, which I am about to put to the test by taking a sting for myself. So there you have it, guys. Two different but very menacing wasps here in Japan. Both feared by locals, but both very different. Which one has the more painful sting? Let's set up the sting table and find out. Here we go. All right, guys, it is game time. We have two species of wasp, two relatively unknown stings. On the right, we have the paper wasp. This is the one that unfortunately stung our producer, Richard, who lives here. Richard, I'm glad to see you're doing better. Got stung in the face by this wasp. So yeah, there are giant hornets out here, but this is the one that the locals are often coming into contact with, and it is not pretty. Eesh. But here on the left, we have a very rare and unexpected contender. The Japanese potter wasp is much more elusive, and there's very little known about its venom. So today, is going to be the ultimate sting-off between these two species of wasp here in the foothills of Japan. Like any BSI rating, I'm going to rate the sting of these two wasps on 3 different factors: intimidation, pain, and aftermath. At the end of this video, we will reveal which of these two wasps ranks higher on the BSI. Now, while both of these insects are different species of wasp, they're after the same food. They're both, as adults, eating and foraging for nectar. That's what these wasps eat. However, they are predators. They're out there looking for food for their larvae, which consists of caterpillars, beetles, soft insects, and really anything that they can attack and dose with a lethal sting. The only question is, which one is worse? It's time to find out. Let's start with the paper wasp. I have seen a lot of wasps in my day. This one to me is right up there with the executioner wasp. It looks downright menacing. It has reddish eyes, brilliant bold stripes up and down its abdomen, stripes on its legs, and actually if you look at the thorax, the middle of that wasp, it has these 2 stripes going down the back, almost like an equal sign. To me, wasp plus sting equals pain. Oh boy. And I think the time has come for the first dose of venom in this video. I did bring an EpiPen with me just in case we have any allergic reaction. I don't believe I will. I've been stung by paper wasp a number of times, but this is a good point in the video to remind you, please do not attempt to recreate anything you're about to see. I don't want you guys to have to go through this. Just appreciate this from behind the screen. Okay, time to get the Japanese paper wasp out of the jar and into the sting zone. Oh, jeez. It is strong. All right, guys, I'm going for it. Look at that stinger fly. Oh boy. And I'm sure some of you are wondering, Mark, are you used to this by now? Or how can you possibly be nervous with all the stings you've done? The nerves always go, guys. This is a very unusual thing to do to yourself. All right, here we go. I'm Mark Vins, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with the first of 2 wasps from Japan. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Got me right away, and that burns! Wow, do you see the venom on my skin? Oh, yeah! Woo! Yeah, that felt really bad. Oh, you see that right there, guys? Oh, wow, that venom is serious. Yeah. Wow! Wow, way worse than in America. Way worse than the United States paper wasp. Oh, yeah. That lit me up. That lit me up good. Wow. Wow. Whew. All right. All right, hang on. Let's put it back in the jar. Thanks for playing. Oh. Wow. Wow, that was intense. This is radiating pain all the way up to the tips of my fingers right now. I can feel it, like in waves shooting up my arm. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's give this a minute to see like how bad this gets before we move on. Oh, you can see it's really getting red all around. Ooh, super tender. Super tender to the touch. Yeah. I can feel the swelling around the sting site and some redness already starting. That's gonna swell good. I can feel it right now, and my fingers already are starting to swell. All right. Well, 1 sting down, 1 to go. It's time to go up against the potter wasp. Now, another name for this wasp, other than potter wasp, is actually the caterpillar wasps. They are targeting caterpillars specifically to kill and feed to their young up in those mud pots that they're building in the forest. But I think potter wasp sounds a whole lot cooler if you ask me. Let's appreciate just how formidable this wasp looks. In terms of warning colorations, this one is like a ninja assassin. Look at it, it's clad in a black exoskeleton marked with brilliant yellow stripes and pattern in the front. Look at that face. It's like war paint. Just on looks alone, I think I'm gonna give the intimidation score to the Potter Wasp. Reminds me a lot of the warrior wasps in Costa Rica with that bullet-shaped abdomen, and then the way the wings are set up. And they almost have like fighter jet wings. So it's safe to say in terms of intimidation, Potter Wasp is gonna win that fight. But it is now time for the second of 2 stings in this sting-off with the Japanese Potter Wasp. Oh my gosh, look at those mandibles. They're like shears, like a little pair of scissors on its face. Guys, I might be taking a bite with this one too. It's always a nervous moment when you go into taking the sting of an insect that has very little documentation about it. This could be a relatively mild sting. It could match the might of the Japanese paper wasp, or potentially could be the worst sting I've ever taken. There's only one way to find out. On 3. 1, 2, 3. It's like little tiny. It's just like little pokes. You see that stinger? It's like going under the skin. I'm taking about a dozen stings, which is like I'm trying to get a good one. It's like it's fishing and can't find it. Oh yeah. All right, felt that. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? Panda ant. Feels like the panda ant. Just like tiny little pokes. Good sting or not, come on, do it. Oh, wow, yeah, that went in. Oh, God, that burns. Oh. All right, that's gonna do that, that's it. All right, guys. There it is. Okay. Well, took about, I'm gonna guess around 40 stings. Micro stings is what they felt like. You can see the effects of all of those tiny stings. I'm gonna have a pretty aggressive secondary reaction. Look at that. You guys see all that building? Actually, here, let's get out the other. First contender. When it comes down to the pain of the sting itself, no doubt about it, Paper Wasp takes the win on that scorecard. And then the Japanese Potter Wasp lit me up with probably about 40 small micro stings, but you can already see the reaction from the venom is going to cause serious secondary inflammation. So this is a really interesting outcome because it's going to come down to the scorecard, that aftermath. How will the next 24 hours turn out? That is going to decide which ranks the highest on our sting index. But you don't have to wait a second. It is time to determine the king of the Japanese wasp sting-off. Roll it. On intimidation, the paper wasp reminded me of the executioner wasp. And after seeing the picture of Richard's eye, it had me on edge, and I give it a 7.1 out of 10. The Potter Wasp had that ninja-like appearance and battle armor which made me think that it packed a major sting. And like I said in the video, it definitely made me nervous, so it wins this category with a 7.3 out of 10. For pain, the Paper Wasp was hands down the winner with an instant full stinging dose of a 7.8 out of 10, while the Potter Wasp was reluctant to give me a full dose sting, resulting in an itchy patch of 40 micro stings, resulting in a 4.7 out of 10. Finally, the aftermath. Both stings grew worse in the days following, and the agony was about the same, but I have to say the Paper Wasp does win with swelling and inflammation, giving it a 7.4 out of 10, while the Potter Wasp wound only annoyed me for about a day, giving it a 5.7. Combining all the scores together, the Japanese Paper Wasp clocks in at a very respectable 7.4 out of 10, where the Potter Wasp just misses out on 6 land with a 5.9. So in the battle of the Japanese Wasp sting-off, the Paper Wasp is the clear winner and the one you need to worry about if you're ever buzzed by one of these stinging creatures. Look at that. The backside of this leaf, guys, is about, I'm gonna say, over 50 danky, mushy caterpillar, which here in Japan means electric insect. Today in this video, I'm intentionally going to be stung by the danky mushy to show you just how bad it really is. But these are just hatchlings, guys. We need to find much bigger caterpillars to make sure I take a full dose. So I'm gonna put this leaf back and we're gonna keep searching. Let's go. Denki mushi refers to the larval stage of a small brown moth found across Asia. While the adult moth is common and completely harmless to humans, it's a totally different story for the caterpillar stages. When these larvae gather in groups on trees, they're actually at their most dangerous, armed together in a mass of toxic spines that can deliver thousands of painful stings. And unfortunately for our friend and local guide Richard, he learned this the hard way. So Richard, where are we headed to now? Where are we gonna find some bigger danky mushi?
So we're heading to a friend's small farm just up in the mountain a little bit because there's a number of persimmon trees there and the persimmon tree attracts the dinky mushi. So I hope, because the altitude's different, the caterpillar might be at a different stage of development and might be a bit bigger.
All right guys, so we made it to the farm. We are surrounded by agriculture right now. There are fruits and veggies over here, orchards just behind us, but we are looking for those persimmon trees, and I think I see some just over that hill. Oh guys, check this out. Here's a caterpillar. Not the one we're looking for, but that's pretty cool. It has like a horn on its tail, but look at the top of it. Almost looks like it has eyes. I'm sure that's some defense mimicry, making it look like a snake or some other larger creature. But there you have it. Proof that there are caterpillars out in this field. It's a good sign. All right, this is the big grove of persimmon trees. You can see persimmons there. These are huge. Okay, let's spread out a little bit. Everybody look out for those paper-like leaves. Danky mushy caterpillars drain chlorophyll from persimmon leaves when they're eating them, leaving them withered and pale. So if you spot some white leaves in a persimmon tree, you'll likely find a bunch of danky mushy nearby. Oh, here we go, guys. This is it. That's definitely danky mushy. All right, they have to be close. Those are definitely leaves that they ate. Oh, right here. Look at this. Oh yeah, those are way bigger. Those are like easily 5 times the size of the ones this morning. You can even see the black bristles coming off of them. Holy mother, look at that. Wow. Look at all those, there's hundreds of them. We hit the jackpot, the mother lode. This is perfect for our sting test. All right, I'm going to collect a few into this container. Let's see how easily they come off. Okay, I want to get the biggest ones. Being very careful to not take a sting yet. Oh, and look at this, guys. See that gray matter? That is actually a shed. So when these caterpillars grow, they don't just get bigger, they actually shed their skin like a snake. These must have just hatched from their sheds. Ooh. Slimy. Oh man, they're like neon green on the backside. All right, there we have it, guys. 2 dozen dinky mushy caterpillars armed with venomous barbs, ready for the sting table. Let's go set it up. Whew. Here we go. There is a jar full of danky mushy caterpillar. It's a pretty good size one. Now they can get quite a bit larger than this, probably 2 times, maybe 3 times the size. But these caterpillars here are certainly large enough to get a full dose of that toxin and to rate this caterpillar sting on the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index. Now I'm going to take them out of the vial so we can get a really close macro shot of those venom-laced bristles. We have a good amount, a couple dozen, maybe a few more than that. And last but not least, lucky number 25. Oh buddy, 25 bristly danky mushy caterpillars. That's a lot of pain on the table. Look at all of those spines. All of the bristles that are covering the back and the sides of these caterpillars that are laced with that very potent neurotoxic venom. You can even see on some of them, like here at the front, it's almost like a cactus, like a little stalk up and down the body like a tree, and they have those venom-laced spines flared out. You can see now why just a gentle brush into one of these caterpillars would yield such a painful sting. There is really no way to make contact with this caterpillar where you're not going to be spined. It's very much like the fireworms that I was stung by down in Florida. Yeah, that burns. However, this is a much different type of toxin, and I believe it will be a much different experience and rating for the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index. We rate all the bites and stings that I experiment with on 3 different factors: intimidation, pain, and aftermath. And then we combine those scores for an average for an official BSI rating, and then we will know where the danky mushy caterpillar rates against all the other insects I've been bitten and stung by in my career. And the way I plan to do this is I'm going to place the caterpillars one at a time on the glove, spikes out, and then on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, spikes down, I will cover my arm. So I take the full dose of all of the venom, all of the spines from these caterpillars all at once. Since these caterpillars are still in the early stages of their life cycle, and because they're most dangerous when encountered in groups, I'm going to place a cluster of them on my hand to simulate the kind of accidental contact someone might have in the wild. Richard's looking at me right now like I'm out of my mind. Maybe I am, but I want to make sure that this sting test is legit. And this is the best way that I can think to do it. And I have no idea how long the pain is going to last. Some people say it's over and gone in a matter of seconds. Some people say it lasts hours. Some people have even reported boils and lesions for weeks after being stung by the danky mushy. So how am I gonna fare? It is time to find out. Okay, here we go. First things first, let's place all the caterpillars. Here we go, first one. All right, first step's going well, like they can't sting through the glove, and I was unsure whether or not that was going to be the case. There we go. Here we go. I want to try to do this quickly because they do move. And I am going to just apply gentle pressure when I do the sting, guys. I don't believe it's going to take very much, and I'm certainly not trying to squish the caterpillars. We're going to put all these caterpillars right back where we found them when this is all said and done. Spread them out a bit. They move slowly, but they are persistent. All right, there they are. I'm pretty nervous, but I'm also super curious how this is actually going to feel. Here we go. I'm Mark Vins, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with 25 electric caterpillars. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Ah! Oh! Oh! I'm trying not to squish him. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ah! Ah! It's like shock, 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 shock. Ah! Oh! Get that one. Ah! Ah! Ow, ow, ah! 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 Okay. Okay. Woo! Yeah, that felt like white hot sparks, almost like a grinding wheel sparks, like just ripping onto my skin. Hang on, all right, I'm gonna put him back on the table. Ow, ow. Oh, it's building, it's getting worse. Look at that swelling. Look at all that redness. Oh man, yep. All right, get him off me. Get off. All right, I just got to peel him, guys. Get off my hand, get off my hand. Oh wow. Look at all the ripples in my skin, guys. Oh man, I must have gotten thousands of spines. Oh, look at all that. You could see where each individual spine went in. The skin is like goosebumps, like just coming up to the surface. Yeah, I took a full dose. That's a full dose. Oh, massively irritating, massively burning. It just feels like my skin is about to just crawl off of my arm right now. It's like static. Definitely neurotoxic, exactly like the fireworm feels. Almost identical, except I don't know if I have bristles in me. If I do, they're like microscopic and I can't see them. I don't see a lot of bristles removed from the caterpillars. Oh, it leads me to believe that it just spiked me, that they're not lodged in my skin, but wow. Okay. All right. Man, I may really regret this. And now it's time to deal with the aftermath. For the next 24 to 48 hours, I'm going to monitor the sting. We'll show you the footage, but you don't have to wait a second to learn where the Danky Mushy ranks on the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index. Let's roll the rating. Go for it, guys.
On intimidation, having this reputation as the electric shocking caterpillar caused some concern for me, but their appearance didn't necessarily intimidate me that much at all. And certainly not as much as the time I got shocked by a massive electric eel in a tank of water. Oh! Yeah! But I do know that neurotoxic venoms are not to be taken lightly, so for all of that, I give the Danky Mushy a respectable 6.7 out of 10. For pain, it was very close to what I experienced with the fireworms in Florida. The irritation sets in fast and is followed up by a set of searing shocks and burning sensations that spread all throughout my arm. And since there were 25 caterpillars, that's 25x the pain of just one sting. So for all that, I give this a whopping 8.8 out of 10 on the pain scale. Now for the aftermath. And this one is bad. It was easily one of the scariest experiences that I've ever gone through since starting the Brave Wilderness BSI. And those symptoms struck fast, just as we began to finish loading up for the day. The caterpillar's neurotoxic venom caused my body to start having allergic reactions. It is the first time that I've ever experienced anything like this. And as soon as I started to feel it, I promptly told the team that we need to head straight back to the hotel to monitor these reactions in case they continue to intensify, in which case I would definitely need to go to the hospital. The whole car ride back to the hotel, I've been dealing with a lot of numbness and tingling like all over my body. My feet are now pretty much numb from the ankles down. My hands are like pins and needles. I just have like kind of like a little bit of tremors like all through my body. My tongue and lips are going numb, and even my teeth hurt like when I bite down. And you know, obviously the first thing we're concerned about is allergic reaction, so gonna drink a lot of water, gonna have some Benadryl right now. We'll see what happens with it overnight. I honestly can't imagine a worse aftermath than this without a hospitalization from a neurotoxin. In the hours and days that followed, dealing with these reactions all throughout my body, the toxin did seem to slowly dissipate hour by hour, day by day. So luckily, no hospital trip was needed. But as far as an aftermath score, I can easily give the Danky Mushy a perfect 10 out of 10. This is not an experience that you ever want to mess with. And with all those scores averaged out, this electric caterpillar earns an 8.5 out of 10, rightfully earning a place high up the ranks of the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index. And let me finish by saying the Danky Mushy is a caterpillar that you never want to mess with.
Buckle up, guys. This video is as extreme as it gets, because today I am in the foothills of Japan hunting for murder hornets. The creatures that have dominated news headlines across the world for their gargantuan size, aggressive behavior, and potentially lethal sting. If I am able to catch a murder hornet today, I am going to attempt the unthinkable, where I will intentionally take a sting for myself to rate the pain and see just how horrific of an experience this truly is. The King Kong version of these hornets only live here in Japan, and we are not going to give up searching for one until we find it, because we came a long way to add what could be the brand new king of sting to the Bite Sting Index. You guys hear that? I hear buzzing. Something buzzing up here. That's the right species of tree. See that big sap drainage? The hornets are going to be out here looking for trees like this that are having the sap drainage. They're going to try to eat that, but I hear buzzing. All right, there's a cork oak right here. Big one. I hear something. You guys hear the buzz?
Is that up?
Oh yeah, hornets way up there. I think those are murder hornets, guys. They are huge, absolutely enormous. There's another one. Oh my gosh. All right, our big problem right now isn't finding the hornets. We found them, but that's about 25 feet up in the air. Last time I ran into this issue, I used a drone to catch a warrior wasp. That is not gonna work in this dense forest, but what I do have is an extra long net. That's probably 12 feet, but it just keeps going. Look at this. It just keeps going. Going in. You guys got a shot? Got one, got one, got one. Fishing it in, fishing it in. Let's go. Oh, there it is. Oh, that is huge. That's definitely a giant hornet, guys. Oh, it is angry. Oh, yes, that is it. There it is, guys. The murder hornet here in Japan. And now I've set the table to go arm the stinger with one of the most feared insects, the giant Japanese hornet. Let's go. This is probably the sweatiest video, guys, I've made in a long time. We are drenched, but the effort put into the search has been worth it because look, there it is, guys. Keep your heads up on this. If it gets away, duck. I give you the world's largest hornet, the Japanese giant hornet, subspecies Japanica. There are over half a dozen varieties of Asian giant hornets, but this one is truly the King Kong of them all. Oh my gosh. And this is the last of the big stings, guys. Like, for me, I will continue to build out the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index, but in terms of known stings, this is the last big one on the table, and it's certainly one that could contend for the King of Sting. Right now, as it stands, the bark scorpion holds the title. Will it be dethroned by the murder hornet? Today, we are going to find out. Now, I know what you're thinking. Something so big, what do these hornets eat? We've already established that they love to feast on sap, but typically their diet consists of other insects. These are assassins. They are predators, mainly targeting honeybees. And that is the big problem with the Japanese giant hornet. They are a huge threat to honeybee colonies because just a few giant hornets can go in and literally take out an entire hive. This is the reason, guys, why we are so concerned with these giant hornets invading other parts of the world. The honeybees we have in the United States, they would get absolutely decimated if an invasive colony of giant hornets were to come in. So to this point, we don't really need to worry about murder hornets in the United States, guys, but right now, I definitely need to be worried because it is time for me to enter the sting zone. Here we go. We are going to rate the sting on 3 separate factors: intimidation, pain, and aftermath. And then at the end, we will tally those scores together, creating an average BSI ranking, and that is where this creature will stack against all the other insect and arachnid bites and stings that I've done through my entire career. I'm going to count down from 3, take a sting, put it back in the glass. If I cannot, guys, just let it fly away. Multiple stings from this creature will be a trip to the hospital. Hopefully, it's only gonna be me. I might be able to just gently remove this and grab it. This is a little risky because if I lose it, got it. Got it. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, I see the stinger already. That's a good hold too. Oh my gosh, it's so strong, guys. That is terrifying. And it goes without saying, guys, never attempt to do what you're about to see. This is an extreme sting test if there ever was one. I'm Mark Vins, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with the murder hornet on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, geez. Oh my God. Like as soon as I put it near my skin, the stinger came out. That freaked me out. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my, you seeing that? Like she knows where the skin is. Look at the venom dripping off the back, guys. I have never seen this before. As soon as I placed the Hornet near my skin, the stinger like came out like it knew. Oh my gosh. Gosh. That just made me so much more nervous. All right, hang on, I gotta get a new grip here. All right, guys, here we go, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh my gosh! It's bleeding. God! Oh, it's so bad. God! God! Holy cow! That is so bad. It's gonna be really bad. Oh, it burns. It burns so bad. It's like a dagger. It stabbed me so bad. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so bad.
Do you need the pen?
I don't know. I don't need it right now. But this is gonna get really bad. This is gonna be really, really bad. It's making my other sting swell. Look at this. This is all just swelling back up along with this. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a volcano of pain. Oh, it's so much worse than the bullet ant. Like, not even comparable. Let's go back to the table. I gotta walk it off. It is like a burning inferno dome under my skin right now. I did not expect a geyser like that, and it was mad. It pumped me full of so much venom. We're gonna monitor this for the next 24 to 48 hours, not only for my safety, but for the index. We have a contender for the King of Sting, and the next 24 to 48 hours are going to determine where the Murder Hornet officially rates on the BSI. But like always, you don't have to wait a second. Let's cut to the rating right now. Roll it.
On intimidation, I have filmed the giant murder hornet myself once before, and I've seen the damage that it can inflict. To me, there are 0 wasps or hornets more intimidating on the planet than this insect, and I mean anywhere. It even has the word murder in its common name, so for that, it easily earns a 10 out of 10 for intimidation. For pain, it felt and looked like I had been shot with a bullet in my forearm. The intensity was like no other sting I have ever felt before, and I mean, just look at this. It goes without saying that I have to give the giant murder hornet of Japan a perfect 10 out of 10 for pain. Now, the aftermath was the deciding factor in possibly claiming a new King of Sting for the Brave Wilderness Bite Sting Index. And guys, I have never witnessed a more severe reaction from a single sting than this one. My entire forearm was so swollen that it looked inflated and made of marshmallow compared to the rest of my body. This was definitely the worst BSI experiment I have ever gone through, so I have to award the aftermath a 10 out of 10, making the Murder Hornet, the Japanese giant hornet of Japan, the new King of Sting. with a final and first ever perfect combined score of a 10 out of 10. Is there an insect in the entire world that can dethrone this new king? Honestly, I don't think so, but if there is, don't worry. We'll go full Spinal Tap and crank our index up to 11.
Oh my God, I got an octopus. I got a blue ring, guys. It's right here. There it is. I missed it. It's right in here. It's right here. How could I miss that? That was it. Got it. Oh my gosh. We got one. Are you kidding me? Yes. Boom, baby. Boom. Yes. Holy cow. Miller, we're good. We got one. Can you help me get out of the net? So, you'll see I'm wearing gloves, guys, for a reason right now. This is a really good way to get a nip. And that is not what I want. Put that guy in there. There we go. Hey, buddy. Let's talk about what we found. Right there in my hand is the most dangerous animal on the planet, at least when it comes to venom. Nothing in the animal kingdom is more toxic than this tiny little octopus. And yes, I am nervous about it, but before the end of this video, I will officially touch with my bare hand the most dangerous and toxic creature on Earth. There are actually 4 described varieties of blue ring octopus. This one is the blue-lined octopus. It's the only one in the family that has these really cool, vivid blue pinstripes surrounding the body. It's almost like blue tiger stripes. So if this animal is at all threatened, here, I want to show you what it does. You see that? Look at those rings go. Is that cool or what? Oh, okay. Stay down, stay down. If the octopus is at all agitated, not only does it flare up the rings on its arms, but those lines on its body glow. Back up, I'm toxic. That's your aposematic warning. And if you don't listen to me, I'm gonna give you a nip. And they show these vivid display warnings, not only for predators, but they also do it while they're hunting. They will do it to confuse or startle their would-be prey. This is what our octopus friend here is out hunting. This is a type of shore crab, but this would be the perfect food for the octopus. All right, we're gonna let this crab go. A single bite from this octopus could kill over 20 human beings. Needless to say, if I get nipped by this creature, that'll be the last nip I ever take. Now, these octopus are nocturnal, and they are masters of camouflage. Its normal color pattern perfectly blends in to this silty environment. They have 3 hearts that pump blue blood. They also have 9 brains. 1 central brain to run the entire nervous system, but then at the base of each arm, they have another brain. And you can see there, that little beak holds 2 venom sacs. And it's actually a toxin that it doesn't even produce itself, that it actually picks up through bacteria that it finds in the environment, through other organisms in this tide pool, and it collects this bacteria in its salival glands, and when it uses its beak to bite into its prey or a predator for escape, it will actually inject saliva into the wound. Once this saliva enters the bloodstream, you get infected with TTX. No animal has as lethal of a dose as the blue ring octopus does. If you get even a micro amount of TTX in your bloodstream, all you can do is be put on life support and hope that eventually your body works through the toxin on its own. And here's the worst part about it. While you might be in complete paralysis, you are lucid. There are survivors that have lived to tell the tale of having people try to resuscitate them, giving active CPR, and they weren't able to communicate, but they remember everything. And a lot of people get bitten by these octopus because of mistaken identity. You'll come out to a local beach in Tidepool. Guys, turn your cameras right now. This is an active beach. People take their dogs and kids and play on this beach, and these animals live all along the coastline. Now that's not to scare you. Obviously, we're out here actively looking for them. They're hard to find, but people do unfortunately come into contact with these octopus and they will pick them up, play with them, and in that process take a bite, which is completely painless, by the way. Initial symptoms are going to be things like tingling, difficulty breathing, difficulty thinking, loss of your motor skills, wobbly walking. If you think you are ever bitten by a blue ring octopus and you start to have symptoms, you have to be rushed to the hospital as fast as you can. We're talking like life flight situation, because you only have a matter of minutes before your whole nervous system starts to shut down and you're no longer able to breathe. Whew. And saying all that while holding the octopus in your hand, it's hard to remember the last time I was this nervous in the presence of an animal. All right, the time has come for something that I've thought a lot about. Because I know the only way that this octopus has the ability to envenomate you is a bite with its beak, I'm going to attempt to touch with my bare hand the most lethal, toxic animal on the planet. In order to do that, I'm gonna just dump out this water. Look at that. The octopus is trying to mimic the color of the cube. Rest assured, this is just a camouflage tactic. They are masters at this. That octopus is still very much able to pounce and bite. They can spend extended periods out of water. All right, so just so you guys know, if this blue ring does snare me, we're going to the hospital. On 3. 1, 2, 3. That made me nervous. All right, lid back on. I don't think I was just bitten now, but I'm not completely sure. I had to take a break, guys, because like I'm definitely feeling a little lightheaded, like major anxiety. That animal right there, if you get bit, it's game over. It's lights out. Guys, I am like shaking right now. Like my feet are tingling. Things that you normally wouldn't pick up on, like heart rate, how I'm breathing, tingle feeling. Like I'm just from like all the adrenaline pumping through my body. And the emotions are intense, super intense. Gotta shake that off. The anxiety that I'm experiencing on camera is real, as I had almost identical symptoms to that of a blue ring bite. While I was 99% sure I wasn't bitten, we had to closely monitor my symptoms until we deemed it safe enough to continue filming. The symptoms of these bites can be subtle and can be hard to differentiate from anxiety and panic from other sources of stress. Please, never attempt to do what you are seeing in this video. I cannot stress enough, if you are bitten by a blue ring octopus, you must seek medical attention immediately. I think I'm all right. I think I'm okay to continue. Let's keep going. Okay. It's been a while since I've had this kind of reaction to being in an encounter with an animal. Like it's like my first time seeing a venomous snake. It's like all kinds of emotions right now. Just brushing up against one in the tide pool, whether you're walking around, if you accidentally touch one, you're gonna be just fine. It's like every other octopus. The difference only occurs when you take a bite from the beak right there. What's going on, guys? We have landed on Rottnest Island off the coast of Western Australia, home to one of the happiest creatures on the planet. The quokka has become a viral sensation for its smiley demeanor, so we brought our cameras with us in hopes of snapping a selfie with Australia's friendliest marsupial. Let's go find a quokka. The only way to get to Rottnest Island is by boat, where it's easy to see that spotting a quokka is one of the main reasons that people make this voyage. Now, these boats follow a very strict schedule for leaving the island, so let's not waste any time and get right to searching. Here we go. I've got 3 hours to explore Rottnest Island to get that selfie with the quokka. Now, of course, they're friendly, but there are some rules about encountering the quokka. It's important to know that we can't actually touch a quokka. We have to respect them and not give chase if they want to walk away. Now, they are curious, so hopefully they'll approach us if they're feeling friendly, but at the end of the day, they are wild animals and we don't want to stress them out. But hopefully I'll be able to get up close enough with this camera to snap a selfie. What I have here is a 360 camera, and it's capable of capturing images from any direction. So this will come in handy when trying to get our quokka selfie. Throw that in the trash. Beautiful place. Great view, but I think the quokkas will be closer to the bushes and the shrubs off of the beach. Those plants are their food source, so that's where I bet they'll be. Now, these animals are endangered, but are found in their highest concentrations here on Meanest. And they could literally be anywhere. We're seeing lots of quokka poo all over the place. This is a good indication that we are on the right track. This is fresh. Do you guys know what that is? What do you get when you mix a quokka and a poodle? Quokka poo. Blech. So far, no quokkas, but we do see one. We should be able to get some good video. A lot of the quokka are likely taking cover already to retreat from the sun. So looks like this line of trees might be a good bet to get our encounter. We are very far south of the equator. It's only 9:45 in the morning, but the sun has already risen to really high above the horizon. And our guess is the quokkas are already sheltering for the afternoon. So we're going to scan this tree line here and see if we can find any huddled up. Now, these aren't very large creatures. They grow to the size of an average house cat. But when early settlers first landed on Meanest Island, they confused the quokka with giant rats. So that's actually how this island got its name. Meanest or rat nest is a long-standing term that's held the test of time, but of course is highly inaccurate. The quokka is not a rodent, it's not a rat, it's actually a marsupial, and arguably one of the friendliest little furry creatures living on our planet today. So I told myself if I was ever gonna get the chance to explore Meanest Island, I was gonna do it because I wanna get my opportunity to get up close with the happiest creature, the quokka, and get my selfie. All right, here we go, we're gonna have a scan. Oh, got one. Guys, we got our first quokka. Hey, buddy. Hello. Hi. I've heard you are the friendliest animal in all of the world. Doesn't really care to say hello right now, though. Let's see here. Let's try going around this way. Hi. How are you? Do you want to come over to me? Say hi? Do you like cameras? No? No, you don't like cameras, huh? That's okay. We'll leave you be and find another quokka for our selfie. Let's move on. All right, guys. We have a quokka. Go be calm. I'm going in for the selfie. Hi, buddy. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a quokka, and it's hopping away. Hi. Let me go with my camera, see if I can get my selfie. That's a quokka. Let's see if I can get my selfie. Ready? Hi. Hi. Nope, didn't get it. This little guy doesn't want us getting super close, so we're just gonna have to film with our zoom lens and find a happier quokka for our selfie. Oh, there's one on the other side of this wall. Look at this guy. He looks like he's smiling. Look at that. He's just hanging out on the other side of this fence though, so we'll leave him be. Hello. We're here for a quokka selfie. Can we hang for a bit? Now these quokkas in the fall will give birth to joeys that will be carried around in their pouch while they're being reared, just like a kangaroo, but it is nap time. Check that out. See, this quokka's about ready to go down for its afternoon nap. I think that means no selfie from this little guy. gotta be under these trees. All right, guys, we have our quokka. I'm gonna come in, try to get my selfie with the quokka. Look at how tiny they are. Look at their hind feet. Definitely classic marsupial rear leg, and they can't hop. No, 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 no. All right, this is becoming tough. We are in the last hour of our search. Unfortunately, this midday sun is not working to our advantage. This is proving to be a little more challenging than I think any of us expected. Gotta find the friendliest quokka we can, and we gotta find it fast. This makes sense. Got a lot of shade, and we've got a quokka right there. Guys, this is our quokka. Here we go. Hi, buddy. Hi. I'm gonna approach slowly. Go around this way. Look at him. There he is. I'm gonna take off my pack carefully. I'm gonna grab this GoPro in case we wanna run with it. Hi, buddy. You guys come around to the other side. Having a little lunch. Hello. How are you? Okay, guys, we've got one. We are so happy to see you. I'm just gonna put this here. It's okay. No, no. Come back. Come back. It's okay. Come on back. Here. Here. It's okay. Yum, yum, yum. So, the quokka is very difficult to locate in mainland Australia. You can see why they would get into so much trouble with invasive species or other predators. Here on Rottnest, they do a very good job limiting the amount of feral cats and foxes that would make a snack out of a quokka. So it makes complete sense why their population is doing so well. And you are so cute and friendly. I'm gonna get a little closer, okay? Just a little bit. Just a little bit closer. Look at it, how cute this animal is. There you go. You want this? You want this? I thought you were having lunch. Okay, we're gonna get ahead just a little bit. You can see this quokka is about to go down for its afternoon nap, but we came all this way. Gotta get that selfie. I don't think I've ever held so many cameras at once. We're gonna get that selfie. All right, let's go, guys. Hey. Hey. We found it nibbling on this branch. There you go. Yum. All right. We're gonna let the quokka get a little more comfortable, then I'm going in. That looks good. I'm hungry too. Hungry for a selfie. All right. Look at you. It's you. It's you. Oh. Dang it. All right. We spooked the quokka. That's not what we needed. All right, guys, we're so close. Gosh, our ferry's coming up soon. We gotta get out of here.
Just when it started to look like the quokkas of Rotten Nest Island might be too shy for this selfie mission, something unbelievable happened.
Oh, we have more quokkas. I'm gonna have to leave these cameras behind, go in with the phone. I'm only gonna get one more shot. Hi. Here. Oh my goodness, this is it. We just hit the quokka motherlode. This is what appears to be two parents and a little baby Joey. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm gonna try to get my selfie before I lose my chance. Hi. Hi. There it is. Hey buddy, smile for the camera. Hey. Got it. All right, that was it. We got our selfie with the quokka. Let me check it. Let me check it. Hang on. Are you kidding me? Guys, we nailed it. I'm about to enter the sting zone with the bullet ant. Ah! I'm about to enter the bite zone with the leafcutter ant. Here we are in the jungles of Costa Rica for the ultimate showdown between the two most painful ants in the world. We've got the bite of the leafcutter ant versus the sting of the bullet ant. And I'm here to determine which of these two is the true king of pain. Ah! Before we start our face-off, we have to track down our contenders. First up are the leafcutters, which are famous for slicing up plants and marching the pieces back to their nest. These worker ants carrying the leaves are incredibly strong, capable of lifting 20 times their own weight. They harvest these parts to use as compost that grows a fungus to feed the entire colony, including their defenders called soldier ants. Leafcutter soldiers have no stinger at all, but instead use their massively oversized jaws like butcher knives to slice through anything standing in their way, including human flesh. I have personally witnessed a single soldier saw through skin to the bone in just a matter of seconds, and that is why it will be our first contender. To find them, all we have to do is follow this trail of ants back to their underground lair. Here we go. This is it. This is the entry point to the nest. You can see the leaves are disappearing here. Up in this clearing, there's going to be other entry points. That's where the soldiers are going to be waiting to ambush. Oh yeah, see multiple entry points. All right, we want to be very gentle with our steps around these openings, because as soon as we disturb this area with vibrations, these ants are going to swarm us. These colonies can span 100 feet in diameter underground, so that's pretty much all of the visible area here in this clearing. There are millions of ants below our feet right now, including those dominant soldier ants. These are the biggest and baddest ants that you could imagine. All right, guys, get ready. So this is the same as knocking on the door, and trust me, we are not welcome. Oh, here they come right here, look at that. Giant soldiers. If you don't pay attention, they will be all over your body. We're here to collect 5 soldier ants for the bite test. All right, there's one. Okay, we got one. We are getting absolutely swarmed by these ants. Look at them covering my boots. All right, they're covering. I know, you guys watch yourselves. Stand back a little bit. They come out of the hole with their mandibles open, ready for pain. All right, I got 3.
They're all over your boots.
Oh, oh gosh, he's already got me. 4. One just got on my back. They're already up my legs. God, he got me. Oh, okay, how many do we have? I got 5. All right, let's get out of here, come on. I got one on my back. I sliced my back. All right, seriously. Oh, you got them all over you guys. Got them all over your boots.
Oh, Matt, one just crawled in your pocket.
Oh, Mark, there's one on your shoulder.
It's biting me. Look at that. Yes, they can definitely bite through your clothes. There is no negotiating with these ants. They only mean to seek and destroy. It's time for round 1. Let's go to the bite table and get this action started. All right. Welcome to the bite table. Here we have in our jar 5 soldier leafcutter ants, and oh boy, are they angry. Let's get a closer look at the business end of one of these soldiers. Man, these ants just make you nervous. They are so incredibly strong. Let's take a closer look. Andrew, you got a good shot? It's like having a pair of garden shears on your face. They are razor sharp. We're going to attempt to recreate a swarm of ants on the top of my hand and then see if I can withstand their bites for 60 seconds. Please do not attempt to recreate what you're about to see. Matt, let's put 60 seconds on the clock.
60 seconds.
All right, here we go. I'm Mark Vins, and I'm about to enter the bite zone with the leafcutter ant. Here we go, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, yeah, that one's got me. All right, they're all in, start the clock.
60 seconds starting
Oh, they're breaking the skin. Ah! Man, that hurts. Ah! 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 Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh, that hurts. Ah, what's the time? What's the time?
30 seconds left.
Ah, they're just annihilating my skin, just popping holes. Ah! Oh! Oh, it's like razor pinches. Ah! They're just like slicing through my skin like butter. Oh, give me a countdown. It's gotta be close.
10 seconds left.
All right, 10.
9, 8, 7,
Ah!
5,
Ah!
4, don't move your hand. 3, 2, 1.
Ah, get them off, get them off, get them off. God, they won't come off. Ah! Ah, they just bite harder. Oh, get off me. Oh, that was so bad. That was so bad. So many bites. That was so much more intense than I thought. I thought there was no possible way that a leafcutter ant bite could even come close to comparing, but I don't know. Bullet ant stings up next, but that's the most uncomfortable thing I have ever experienced. The sheer willpower to just like look away and let that happen. I hope you guys got good shots because I never want to go through that ever again. All right, so let these ants go and get back on the hunt. Even with fresh wounds on my hand, there was no time for a break. My turn to face the sting of the bullet ant had arrived. Bullet ants are one of the largest ants in the world and are legendary for having the most painful sting in the insect kingdom, rating above cow killers, tarantula hawks, and the infamous murder hornet. It has also earned itself the nickname the 24-hour ant because the excruciating pain from a single sting can last an entire day. Let's let these ants back off into their nest. There you go. Round 1 of the most painful ant showdown is in the books. I've got some battle wounds to show for it. Now it's time for round 2, the sting of the bullet ant. I've got some good news and bad news. The bad news is, for me, this is definitely gonna happen. The good news is, we don't have to go very far to find our bullet ant. Literally on top of the leafcutter ant colony, there is a bullet ant nest right here at this tree. I have never seen this before. All I have to do, give a little knock on the door. Check this out. Oh, here they come. Can you get your microphone close? Hear them making their battle cry. Oh, they're angry. We just need one ant. Here we go. Oh, we got 2 on there. Oh, see if we can get one to climb off in it. All right. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, geez, that was close. All right, we got an ant. And just like that, we are ready for round 2. The time has come for the second contender. Those leafcutter ants meant business, but those are flesh wounds. This is venom. Let's get the bullet ant out of the jar so we can get a closer look at exactly what we're dealing with here. All right, I'm just gonna let it crawl onto the table. Got it. Oh man, my heart is definitely racing a million miles a second right now. These ants are not to be taken lightly. Some ants just bite, but some ants sting, and this is the king of sting. Oh, ah! Did you see that? Jumped right off the forceps. Let me grab it again. Be good, be good. Okay, got a better grip that time. Oh man, okay.
He looks angry.
Very angry. The panerotoxin in this ant stinger is ranked #1 on Dr. Schmidt's sting index. And I'm not just gonna take one sting today. I'm about to take it on for 60 seconds. Oh man, this is gonna be painful. Please do not attempt to try this at home. 60 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Camera's rolling, camera's rolling, camera's rolling. I'm Mark Binns, and I'm about to enter the sting zone for 60 seconds with the bullet ant. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Oh, you see the stinger going in? Oh, I got that shot. Oh, ah! Oh, that hurts. Oh, the stinger's still in me. Ah!
Mark, we gotta stop the clock every time you take
All right. Oh man, it really burns.
You have to hold it on there for a whole minute.
Oh yeah. You can see the stinger going in the skin. You see that? Oh man, and he's just like working it in. Oh my gosh.
30 seconds.
Oh, the stinger's in there, just pumping me full of venom.
Mark, you okay?
No. It's hot. Oh yeah, you see the stinger going in and out? It's getting me again. What's the time?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time.
Oh, I'm bleeding. Where the stinger is in, you guys see that? Oh, dude, I'm telling you what, that is searing pain. My arm is on fire right now.
Describe the pain.
It's hot. It's hot, it's pulsating, it's electric. My skin is just like rippling with pain. You can see it drew blood. The stinger was in the skin, just pumping me full of venom. Do you see it pull out there at the end? That was insane. They say it's like being shot by a bullet. This pain is rumored to last for like 24 hours. The sting is getting worse by the second.
So which one's worse?
The acute pain of those leafcutter ant jaws really hurt. This is different though. This is getting worse. Like you could see the redness is starting to really flare up. Like look at all the capillaries dilating there. Wow. In terms of the showdown, I don't know, what do you guys think? What'd you think was worse?
Just based on your pain reaction and the bites, I think leafcutter ant.
I mean, this was no walk in the park. This did not feel good for a second, but those leafcutter ants, that is something I never, ever want to go through ever again if I can help it. All right, guys, it's getting dark. Let's release the ant and head back to camp. As we made our way back to the nest to release the bullet ant, the swelling and searing pain increased dramatically, and I was starting to think that I had declared the winner of this ant versus ant face-off far too soon. All night long, my arm was riddled in bone-crushing pain, and it took everything I had to hold back from screaming out in agony.
I maybe got like 2 hours of sleep last night, guys. This bullet ant sting just kept me up all night long.
For what it's worth, I feel my experience has proved the rumors true. The pain became much more intense before getting any better, and the visual swelling and itching alone were shocking. It took multiple days for all of my symptoms to subside, and if it were up to me, I'd rename this species the 48-hour ant. So I had to do the right thing and return to the table. Well, I, for one, am never too proud to admit when I am wrong. And in terms of yesterday's verdict as to which was worse, I was wrong. Look at my arm, guys. I am in so much pain right now. And look at this. The redness extends all the way from my wrist to almost my elbow. It truly feels like a broken bone.
Wait, Mark. So are you changing the winner from yesterday?
No question. No question. I have never felt pain like this from a sting. This is the worst sting I have ever experienced in my life. The bullet ant is the true king of pain of this rainforest. This was my first brush with the bullet ant, but it will be far from my last. Our experiment today was more than just a head-to-head comparison. It was also training. Soon I'll be heading deep into the Amazon to attempt the legendary Bullet Ant Glove Challenge, where I'll place my hands into gloves filled with hundreds of angry bullet ants that could sting me thousands of times. Should I continue forward in this next mission? Tell us what you think in the comments. How's it going, everybody? I'm Mark Vins, and welcome back to another Blue Wilderness adventure. Today we're in Bonaire, an island just off the coast of Venezuela, at the site of one of the most famous shipwrecks in all the Caribbean, the Hilma Hooker. Besides being 100 feet below tropical blue water amongst some of the most vibrant coral reefs in all the world, this ship was actually once wanted by the FBI and Interpol, and is now infamous for becoming one of the first major drug busts of its kind in the region. And here's what we're thinking. Did the authorities overlook something on the ship? And is there something still hidden in the remains of the Hilma Hooker just 100 feet below the waves? Well, there's only one way to find out. Today, we're gonna be doing 2 tanks each. The reason we're going to be doing that is because we're gonna have limited bottom time at these depths. So on tank 1, we're going to scout the ship in its entirety looking for entry points. Tank 2, we're going to enter the ship and look for what's inside. And with any luck, we're gonna find something the FBI missed in one of its most wanted shipwrecks. And oh look, here we are. This is marker number 1. All right, it's time to dive. Here we go. Divers going down. Well, the first set of good news is that the water is warm and the visibility is outstanding today. And since we want to descend slowly, we might as well go check out the coral reefs, right? I mean, the shipwreck's not going anywhere. Wow, look at how alive this ecosystem is. There are so many fish here. And the parrotfish are especially colorful near Bonaire, just like this one. And check that out. That's a peacock flounder. I love the way they glide across the bottom when they swim. Oh wow. All right, check this out. This is so bizarre. That's a salp chain. I haven't seen many of these before, but we should probably come back and make a full video on them. They're very interesting, so definitely let me know in the comments if this is something you'd like to learn more about. All right, getting toward the edge of the reef line now, but wow, look at that. That's a tarpon. I should say those giant tarpon. They're huge. So cool. All right. Let's head this way. Oh my goodness. There it is. The Hilma Hooker in all its glory. Man, it is so much bigger than I expected. It's massive. Look at it. Okay, let's start our survey from the front and make our way toward the back of the ship, which is a little bit shallower. Remember, we're looking for any openings or places that we can search, and we only have about 18 minutes left down here. So we're just looking for opportunities for dive number 2 so we can go right back to that spot and give it a good look. All right, Trent, on this side of the ship is going to be what we're looking for. Let's get closer. Whoa, low bridge there. Look out. Okay, well this is the giant opening that will give us direct access to the cargo hold. And it will also be a relatively safe and open place for us to search. One thing we want to avoid is putting ourselves in places without an easy exit. To search deep within the confines of this boat, we would need completely different gear. So today's dive will be limited by those realities. Okay, this is interesting, but a very tight squeeze with minimal exits. Probably can't go through this one. Let's move on. I cannot get over how huge this boat is. Look at how far up it goes.
All right, another tight squeeze here, but this port looks doable. Yep, I think this one and the main cargo hold are our best bets. Time to head back to the surface and regroup. Nice job, Trent. Way to go, bud.
Haha! Dive number 1 in the books. Dive number 1 was incredible. First of all, let's talk about the ship itself. A 235-foot boat sounds big, but when you see it in person underwater, it is like, whoa! Covers all of your peripheral vision. And the good news is we did do a complete lap around the wreck, and we saw multiple points of entry, which is good news for dive number 2. So on this dive, we're actually gonna go inside the ship to start looking around. And as big as it is, I can guarantee you there's lots of places for things to hide. So we got a couple more minutes of interval here on the surface. We're gonna get geared back up, head back out in the water, and hope to get lucky. All right, there it is. Let's go down and see what we can find.
Well, here goes nothing. Okay, so the first place we want to check out is the center cargo hold. Any hidden cargo may have drifted or fallen out of place after all these years the ship has been slowly disintegrating and collapsing beneath the waves. So I think we have a decent shot at spotting something in the open. All right, Trent, hold above and keep eyes on me. I'm going in. Whoa! The wreck suddenly just got even bigger. This hold is like a giant cavern. And you can tell it's been down here for a while. Look at all the growth and life living right on the metal of the hull. Okay, here's a connector hatch that leads to the other hold in front of us. This is safe. Plenty of room to move and exit if needed. Come on through, Trent. We're good to go over here. Okay, I see some debris down here at the bottom. Let's go check it out. That's not going anywhere. Thought I might be able to look underneath it, but that is stuck in place. Let's move on. Okay, cool. I think we found the engine room. Look at all those pipes. Well, there's no way we're going in there. Way too dangerous. But still pretty cool to see. Would love to come back and explore that room a bit more. Okay, we've got about a 15-foot hallway here with a clear exit. Whew, I'm going for it. Trent, meet me on the other side. This appears doable. And it's also probably our best and last chance to find something today. Fingers crossed. Okay, whoa. There are so many other passages in here. I definitely couldn't tell that just looking from the outside. So many places to search. I wish we could go further in, but we just can't risk it. I have to keep that easy exit in sight at all times, but I can pop the camera up for a quick peek. Well, that looks promising. So many places to hide things on this boat. I can totally see how it was used for smuggling. And we're clear. All right, let's start our ascent. Look at how giant that propeller is. Must be 20 feet blade to blade. I guess you need a propeller that big if you're gonna move a boat this huge. Okay, almost to the surface. Let's take one last look at the helmet. The FBI's most wanted shipwreck.
Oh man, that was awesome. We actually got inside the shipwreck, going through all those corridors, exploring around with our high-powered dive lights. Unfortunately, we didn't find anything, but we had one incredible experience, and hopefully this is just the first of many shipwreck explorations to come on Blue Wilderness. All right, still gotta kick our way to shore so we can wrap up this adventure. Woo, this is tiring. Exploring our first deepwater shipwreck was incredible. Unfortunately, we didn't find anything on that second dive in the hull of the Hilma Hooker, but that's not to say it isn't out there. I mean, that is a big shipwreck to explore, and to properly do it, you would definitely need more bottom time. If you want to keep up with us as we travel around the world, make sure to follow me on Instagram @RealMarkVins and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a second of the action ahead. I'm Mark Vins. Be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next dive. If you love aquatic creatures, make sure to check out the Blue Wilderness channel on YouTube so you can join me and the crew on our next dive.